Hi everyone, this video is a personal testimony of the sacred secretion, which is akin to Kundalini rising. Many of you have been asking for others to come forward and to share their sacred secretion stories. So this video is in response to that request. Thank you so much to everyone who has contributed to this collective project. I'm sure others will be so inspired by your fascinating journeys, as I know I was, and that's why I decided to make these individual videos instead of trying to edit them all into one long piece. I also encourage others to share their stories too. We can all glean support, insights and assistance from one another's experiences. Just check out the description box below this video or watch this previous video for instructions of where to upload your content. If you prefer to remain anonymous, I can read your testimony for you if you want to write it down, or your identity can be masked by an image in editing, and your voice can also be altered as well. And a few people have already opted to take that option, and they've actually sent the videos pre-edited themselves, which is very helpful. Whatever you prefer, whatever feels right for you is perfect. I'm also very happy to share your platforms and your links and facilitate the expansion of wisdom and sharing and the raising of the collective consciousness. So, as always, may divine love manifest itself in you all, always and in all ways. Enjoy.
Hi, Kelly. Donna D Taylor. Just wanted to tell you about my first experience with the sacred secretion. It was about 7 years ago. I fasted. I had read your book. It was a smaller book at the time, and Santo Bonacci and I think the Carey guy. But anyway, then I finally fasted, and then I meditated every day. But on the second day, going into that 2.5 days, I had the experience where I was vibrating. I was hearing the humming noises. And then the next minute I know, I would say I was out of body, but I was within. I do know that. It was just unbelievable. I was walking in Christ consciousness with the Father, and side by side. It was all me, but I'm saying I'm in consciousness. I didn't see my body, but I knew it was 100% me walking. And I could see Christ or the Father on the side of me. He was absolutely brilliant, as white as can be, just so bright that I've ever seen. And you just know in your heart that you are walking with God. And I remember we were starting to walk up the pyramid, but before I went into the pyramid to walk up the steps, he had a beautiful, it was like a gold goblet, and it had all the beautiful colored stones around it. And he held it and he gave it to me to drink. And so I took a sip of the wine, and it was wine, the blood. That's what I said, the blood of Christ. And I drank a sip of it, and then I gave it back to him. And then we're still walking up. We're walking up the pyramid. It was the most gorgeous pyramid. I've seen this pyramid in books. I think it's in Egypt, and it has lots of steps, and it goes on up, and it's kind of maybe square at the top. But we were walking up that, and it was gorgeous gold and white and just amazing colors. And as this was happening, he's talking to me, and I can feel in my body still that I'm vibrating, I'm humming, and my pineal gland is pulsating. I felt like I had a street light on, like the blinking, flashing yellow lights. Everything was just going like this, real fast. Lots of yellow, gold, white, flashing all over my brain. I could see the synapses, the way the brain was shaped. It looked like the universe inside my skull, but I knew it was all the synapses and the light, and it was yellow, and white. And it was amazing. And my brain was kind of hurting, but we were still walking up the thing. And he says to me, he says, daughter, do you know that you are a part of me? You are part of the insects. You are part of the animals. You are part of the good. You are part of the bad. You are part of everything. And that was so profound. And I'm just looking at him, still in awe that this is all going on. And so I'm continuing to walk up, and he kind of faces me, and I look this way at him, and we're at the top of the pyramid. And he says, daughter, what do you want? And all I could think of was like, when I did the ayahuasca, I wanted to help people because it helps people wake up. I didn't know about the sacred secretion yet, or I would have told him this, but I told him that I wanted to help people and work with the ayahuasca. And he told me that the right person wasn't on board yet. So then he said, daughter, I have to put you back in your body because your brain can't take much more of this. And I was like, no, no, please don't put me back. Don't put me back. And he did. And so he put me back in my body, and I was up wide awake, and I was in awe. I was in peace. I was in love. I just still cannot believe the experience. It was amazing. And I 100% walked with the Father up the pyramid steps and had conversation with him. And I want to do it again. I have not been able to do it again. I have done the sacred secretion over and over, and I've had many success, in the lights, in the glory of God, in the peace. I've been places, but never had that experience again. So it was amazing. My husband's also done the sacred secretion. He hasn't had it either. But now that I have all your stuff that you have presented, I know we are going to reach it. And then the other thing I wanted to say was, I totally believe in mortality. I know we don't have to die. I know I have claimed it. I have seen it. When it's time, I think God said when I'm around 70, I will make that decision and I will walk out of this body by doing the sacred secretion. But you don't have to die to do the sacred secretion. When we do the sacred secretion, we can regenerate our bodies. We can go in and out of the heaven. It's in the Bible. It says that you can enter in and out. And so I know you know all this. But anyway, I need to tell you, thank you again. Time is almost up. I love you. I love you and your family. I am so thankful for the hard work that you have done. Thank you for blessing me and giving me the tools that I need now to help everyone. God bless. Bye.